We're at the Quick Quack car wash. Apparently my sister has a membership here. This is my dream come true. My obsession with ducks has been paired with the most random thing ever. Hello, this is editing Colleen. I just realized that while I was editing this vlog that I didn't introduce myself. Hi, my name is Colleen Moore and this is Cmoore-Books. Just want to say that real quick and let's just get right into the vlog now. Hello, book friends. Starting off another weekly vlog. It is Monday, June 5th. This is an exciting week. I am leaving on Thursday to go visit my siblings in Utah. They both live out there. My sister lives in Lehigh and my brother lives in Sandy. Going out there for about 12 days. It's gonna be a great time. Gonna pack along plenty of books to read, of course. Definitely gonna be hitting up some bookstores and thrift bookstores while I'm there. And yeah, doing some really fun things while we're there. Our first, like the real main event of why we set this trip in the first place. We are seeing John Crist, the comedian, on Saturday. He is one of my favorite comedians. He just cracks me up so much. He's a Christian comedian. Yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah. He just makes me laugh so much. But yeah, so right now I'm on my way to the library because after finishing Babel, I have heard others talk about Yellowface and I've seen people vlog about it, go to events for it in the UK, and like I have the audiobook on hold, but that's like 14 weeks. And I was like, well, I'm gonna check my libraries. The one library system was like 8 holes before you, and I'm like, it's a long time. And then I was like, well, let me check the other library system that's close to me. The library, 5 minutes away. Available copy. So we're going to the library, folks, to get Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. Because after finishing Babel, I'm like, I need more R.F. Kuang in my life. And if we're being really over ambitious, I might go looking for the Poppy Award. Never know. So we'll see what damage we get to when we get to the library. Y'all, the goods have been acquired. I honestly thought I was not gonna get it. Because for some reason I couldn't find it. It's like I couldn't see it. Like, first off, I couldn't find the news section. I've been to this library in a very long time. Normally, like, I just come in for holds, and then I usually drop them off when the library is closed at night because that's the most convenient time for my schedule. And so I haven't browsed in a while, so I forgot where the news section was. And then their news section had like a very interesting layout. So then there was like a section for like hot May titles, which is apparently where this was. So like there was like a section for like alphabetical order, but then there were like a separate section for like hot May titles, like hot list May, and that's where this one was. And so I was like totally panicked that I wasn't gonna get it. I'm like, oh my gosh, someone's already picked it up, like, but no one had. It was right above me the entire time. I'm like down and over a section, and it's like over there, like screaming at me, like, notice me, notice me. And I'm like, just happened to look over and up, and I was like, this would be really helpful if I knew what the spine looked like right now. Like, I found Babel over there. Did not find the Poppy Award. This system doesn't have it. Not that I need another one. Like, I have, let's count the chunky books that I need to read, like, this month. There's at least 2 of them. The Vinyl Empire by Brandon Sanderson, and then that's for my workbook club, and then for my TV Ring Toss, The Priory of the Orange Tree for my TBR ring toss. I don't think I need to add the Poppy War onto that. Like this one's only like 300 pages or so. That should satiate my R. Kwong like need, right? That's not necessarily true. Maybe I'll be able to get the audiobook through Libby or something. But yeah, at least I got this. So, the true reason for me coming, I got the book I wanted, so we have a victory. But in other book news, I have been listening to Thanks for Listening by Julia Whalen, and I've been loving it. Yeah, I've really enjoyed getting to like get that like backhand like insider knowledge of like the audiobook world. Like I know I would not be a good narrator. Like I could never do it because I hate listening to the sound of my own voice. I could never listen back, like take that much time. Like my anxiety would be up the wazoo. So all those that are able to do it and are amazing at it, 4-star, like amazing. All the praise in the world. But yeah. And just one of the storylines. This comes in rather soon into the book, but so the main character's grandmother, her dad's mom, she has dementia and is living in a nursing home. And her care is needing to be stepped up, and so her dementia is starting to advance. My grandmother, she had Parkinson's dementia, and so I lived with her for a little over a year. I'll take care of her. That's something that she wanted, was to be able to live in her own home until she passed away. My mom and I were able to, through tag teaming and with, my dad was there. He has Parkinson's too, and his dementia is just starting to become more apparent now. But my mom and I were able to take care of her in her own home up until the end. She passed away in 2018. So that part of this book is really tugging at my heartstrings, and I know that not all families are able to take care of their family members in their homes. But yeah, it just makes me wish that everyone could have that level of care with their family. So yeah, but I'm going to get home because I have to go back to work in like 20 minutes or so, and I still haven't eaten any lunch because it took me forever to find this book. So, but yeah. Hello friends, just wanted to give you a little book update. My puppy's here too. She's just getting some loving. My puppy. This is Penelope. I don't know if I said her name in any of the clips I had from my last reading vlog. Oh, baby girl. Oh, yeah. But reading updates. So, I have finished Thanks for Listening by Julia Whalen. I finished that earlier today. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I just didn't get that 5-star feeling. I don't know what it was. But it just wasn't quite a 5-star for me. But I still love Julia Whalen, and I really want to try, really want to read her other book, because I didn't know she had another one before this one. I assumed this was her debut, but it was not. Apparently I am behind the times. I think from what I remember, because there was like an author's note after this one. It was, I think her first one, from what I remember from the author's note, it was the Oxford year or the Oxford life, something like that. Oxford was involved. But I really did enjoy this one. For those who don't know what this one is about an audiobook narrator. This person, she starts out as an actress. She has an accident that leaves her a little disfigured. And so she gets into audiobooks. And then she gets this opportunity to do an audiobook with one of the most famous. So she started out in romance, and then she stopped doing romance because she was just no longer into it. Apparently that's where most people get their start. And then she did, but she won like awards and stuff for her other books. But she wrote those other books. She read those other books under a pseudonym. And then, like this author had passed away, and then the author has like her last book. She makes it so that the only that way that it will like she wants it so that 2 specific audiobook narrators will do it together. It's gonna be like released in like 1 hour episodes. And so and it's like differing point of views. I love when books are dual voice. So it's not a book that I personally probably would read, like the book that they're reading. Because it sounds like there's a lot of smut in it. So sometimes I had to like fast forward through parts like where they're reading the book. Not too many parts. So they didn't do a ton of like reading of the book. Mostly it was like, you know what, I don't want to give away spoilers, but there are a few scenes. So if you're not into like very open door scenes, there are a few. So you can skip over those, but if you like that, there are some in here for those that do enjoy. So, but for me, not my jam. What else? I started the Book Thief, the audiobook, and I had a really bad migraine at the time, and so I was sort of like partially like laying my head down, and then suddenly I woke up and it was an hour later, and I have no idea what I listened to. So I have to start that one over again. Apparently it was a great lullaby for me. But yeah. Okay, so I also have some books I got at the library tonight, and some DVDs. My sister sent me this meme a while ago, and I want to do a themed reading vlog around it. Those of you who are 90s kids will recognize this fine fellow, Wishbone. Yeah. So this one, Wishbone, Hunch Dog of Notre Dame. Wishbone, the Impossible Dream. Wishbone, the little dog with a big imagination. And finally, Wishbone, Paw Prints of Thieves. I don't know if I have any of the books that go along with those DVDs. But if I do, that would be like perfect. But yeah. I am suddenly in a Wishbone kick. And then a couple of holds came in. I knew the one came in, and the other one just happened to come in today. Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I know everyone and their mother has been reading it. The most recent person I saw read it was, oh my gosh. Her name is gone right now. But I saw it in her wrap up, and it was in a vlog. She does the Spin the Bottle TBR bookworm, and I don't know why her first name is escaping me. But yeah, sounded good. And honestly, every time I see Part of Your World, I think it was The Little Mermaid. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Please just tell me I'm not the only one out there. And then When in Rome came in by Sarah Adams. I saw, oh my gosh. I watch her videos like every week. You can see her face. Blonde hair, Australia. I'm blaming it on the migraine that I have most of the day. Rachel Catherine. Yeah, I saw her reading this and she really enjoyed it. And so I put it on hold, and it came in farther sooner than I anticipated it coming in. And I got the audio for the second one. I'm pretty sure I got it through Libra FM for May's picks. If I didn't get it, well, that was not a smart move on my part. And then I finally got Subpar Parks, America's Most Extraordinary National Parks and the Least Impressive Visitors. This just looked really funny. By Amber Share. I'm going out west to visit my siblings, and there's a lot of national parks in Utah. And then for the books that I am going to try and get some dents into tonight, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, The Twyford Code by Janice Hallett, and I'm gonna start The Priory of the Orange Tree. I feel like this one weighs the combined weight of The Twyford Code and The Final Empire. So, wish me luck. Gonna eat something, sustenance for this reading. Yeah, definitely gonna need it, especially for this one. Hello friends, I swear this is like the vlog of updates in my car so far. Second time in 3 days. But I am in the house heading to the library again tonight. This is the first meeting of the Tween Book Club for the summer. We're going to be reading or discussing tonight White Bird by R.J. Palacio, which I finished again on Sunday night? Or is it Monday night? One of those 2 nights. I know I finished it the last couple days. So good. If you have not read it, highly recommend. I would read Wonder first, because it's about the grandmother of one of the characters in the book Wonder. So that is my only caveat for that. But other reading updates, last night I got a teeny bit of the way through. I read a teeny bit of The Final Empire. So I've gotten to chapter 5. So all good things. And I started, which is not on my TBR at all, but this is why I'm a mood reader, and it looked pretty. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I have the audiobook from my library. And I started. I'm already 20% of the way through. So it's just it's really nice. I'm really enjoying it. It's just very calm, and the narrator's very nice. Yeah. Liking the vibes, you know? Great vibes. So definitely will be listening to that on my way to the library. After I pick up snacks for the kids. Because I always bring snacks. What better way to get kids to talk than to give them food? I know I was that way. And well, to be honest, I'm still that way as an adult. So, yeah. That was my little book update. Might update a little bit later if I remember. Just so busy and so out of it. Woke up with another migraine this morning, so I think the fact that I'm flying out to Utah tomorrow, my brain's like, it's trying to, like, mom sleeping is thinking of all the things, and it's getting stressed. Because I haven't even begun to pack yet. Thankfully, I fly out tomorrow night, not in the morning, otherwise I'll be in trouble. But yeah. So, I will talk with y'all later. Good. Oh my goodness, I don't know where my voice just went there for a second. Good morning. It is Thursday, June 8th. Leaving for Utah later this evening. Have I packed it all? Absolutely not. Am I a procrastinator? Absolutely. Do I have ADHD and that's stopping me? Absolutely. For all those who can relate, just let me know in the comments. Yeah, I know, I judge me. So you can judge me too. But I was gonna give you an update last night. I don't remember why I didn't do that. But I got about a third of the way through Wild's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and oh my goodness, I am loving it so much. Was not planning on pulling that book into the mix at all. But I had a headache yesterday and I needed something I could listen to, and nothing was feeling right, and that just felt right at the moment. And mood reader moment, you know. I had my first summer Tween Book Club last night meeting, and it went well. There were 3 kids there, and it was a good time. We discussed White Bird by R.J. Palacio. If you have not read it, it gives you all the feels. Yeah. It makes me cry every time. I'm just throwing that out there right now. Makes me cry every time. I've read it. I finished it on Monday. That was my second time reading it, and yeah. R.J. Palacio is such a wonderful storyteller. And it's coming out as a film later this summer, and it got made into a novel. There's now a novelization of the book as well. And I was able to get the novelization audiobook through Libro.fm. As a librarian, I get access to like a ton of stuff through Libro.fm. I know, like, if you have a certain amount of followers, I don't know how many you get access to each month as like an influencer or whatever, but I get access to at least like 50 books every month, maybe maybe 30 or 40 every month options, which is why my library has 190 unread books. Yeah, I have a problem. But I am getting through them. I am listening. So, yeah, all good things. All good things. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep moving, do some work, do some packing, do all the things. Pray that today on Monday. This might be my 4th migraine this week. Goes away. We're doing great this week, so yeah. Hence, more caffeine. Another one of my migraine pills. So, let's do this. It's 8 a.m. on the East Coast. It's 6 a.m. Mountain Time. I have no idea how much sleep I actually got net-wise. I know it's not a lot, hence this. I have the worst headache. I know it's lack of sleep. But, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Going through the airport last night. Oh my, those like little like walk thingies in the Salt Lake airport. I was really using those. I was like, everyone, I was like, I need a boost to keep moving. We had to sit on the tarmac for a while. We got there like a half an hour early, but they're like, there's a plane at our gate, so we have to just sit here until that plane vacates. And then we ended up getting there at like the exact same time we would have if we hadn't have gotten there early. So that was a major bummer. So one of the things that, if you were with a V-roll, was a little bookstore I went into when I was in the airport in Chicago. I seriously want those bookshelves. I know they would cost me thousands and thousands of dollars. In my current living situation, they would not fit. But I did not buy any books because I have so many books with me that they wouldn't fit. In a backpack, it wouldn't have worked. But I bought 2 items while I was there. Shakespearean profanities, 100 William Shakespeare insults, which are better than swearing. I'm not a fan of swearing, if you watch any of my videos. Here are a few examples. I'll beat thee, but I would infect my hands. More of your conversation would infect my brain. Villain, I have done thy mother. I don't think I'll be using that last one ever, but I think other people would. Oh my goodness, my arm's getting so tired. And the last little thing are these pencils for the middle child, standard number 2 pencils. Oh, they have the funniest things on it. I was like, that only middle children would understand. Who are you again? Matches the hair color. You never did like attention. But you're good with rejection. Online college will be fine for you. Hand-me-down pencil. Eternally overlooked. Nobody will read this. In the back of the little case says, the only thing worse than being unnoticed is being unnoticed when your hair is neon purple and you dress like you're from the Matrix. Hello. Being the first child ain't all that. The only people who think so are, number 1, my older sibling, and number 2, my dumb parents. And I haven't even gotten to the part about the, this is in parentheses, crybaby of the family. Oi. These were like $13, but like I couldn't walk away. Same with the Shakespearean thing. When I looked at the Shakespearean thing online, I didn't bother with the pencils. Airport stuff is expensive, but yeah. I guess my head. Okay. Well, those are my updates. Oh, what did I read yesterday? Oh, I got a good bit of the way in The Final Empire. I am loving it. I also got farther in Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Oh my gosh, that book is so much fun. I'm so glad that I started that. It was just like a whim that I started it. And it was a wonderful whim that I'm so glad that I decided to do that. It will definitely be a book that I will be purchasing sometime in the near future. To add to my personal collection, because I've been listening to the audiobook from my library, so yeah, I'm gonna continue with work, pray I don't fall asleep, and nap on my lunch break. But I will have updates later, and hopefully I'll be more conscious then. Amazing thing has happened. What is this place called?
Quick Quack Car Wash.
Weird Quick Quack Car Wash. Apparently my sister has a membership here. This is my dream come true. My obsession with ducks has been paired with the most random thing ever. But yeah. They even give you a little thing with a duck on it to clean your dash.
Dash wipe.
A dash wipe with a duck on it. I love ducks. Apparently my sister never knew my obsession with ducks. She brought me the quick quack car wash. The obsession continues. It's the Quick Quack car wash. Oh, but we're about to get run over by another car. Wanted to give an update. Well, it's late Saturday night, technically Sunday morning, because it's a little after midnight. But I've read some more in The Final Empire. It's several feet away, and I'm feeling too lazy to get it, so, but it's getting really good. And I kind of bought on eBay the matching 10th anniversary editions, because I'm like, if I have it, the Final Empire in this edition, I kind of need the other ones to match it. I'm one of those people. If you can relate, just give me some validation in the comments. Like, I just want to know I'm not alone out there. And I also started another book last night, because I can't be reading just one book. Not that I'm not in the middle, wasn't already in the middle of like 8. But I started The Firefly Summer by Morgan Matson. It's middle grade. It is her middle grade debut, and it's so fun. So it's about this girl, Rihanna. She is 12, and she goes to meet her grandparents, her mom's parents, for the first time. Her mom died when she was 3. And her grandparents, they owned this summer camp. They ran a summer camp. It like closed like years ago, but they still own the property. And so family still gets to get together, and there's like a mystery involved about like what's going on and like who owns the property, and there's like a court battle, and so yeah. I started it, I'm about chapter 10, 113 pages in. It is a really quick read. And I just missed Morgan Matson's writing. It's been a while since I've read one of her books, so definitely need to read more soon. But yeah, also saw John Chris tonight. Got some B-roll from that. Obviously can't record the show, but he's so funny. If you've not had a chance to watch any of his stuff, I would highly recommend looking it up on YouTube. Or Instagram or something. He just cracks me up. So he is definitely one of my favorite comedians. I also love his book, Delete That. I think I listened to that last year or the year before. I honestly can't remember. I read a lot of books, so the years I read them meshed together. But I know I did read it, so yeah. And I listened to the audiobook because he read the audiobook. So like, I love it when authors, like if it's like a biography or whatever, an autobiography, like a memoir, when they read it, like best way to consume it is for them to read it to you, because they bring it to life in the way that it's supposed to be brought to life. So yeah. I kind of want to listen to it again. Yeah, because he definitely does bring some comedy into it, which is what makes it so much better. So yeah, but I will check in with y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be the end of this vlog. Yeah. I'm so tired. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm starting to lose my consciousness, so yeah, it seems like it's time. Okay, that's better. Wanted to close out this weekly vlog. It is like past midnight. I was trying to do my setup for work in the morning, my sister's kitchen table, and I was fighting with the technology and, well, let's just say the technology won. So I hate it when the technology wins. I want to win sometimes, but that is neither here nor there. But today was a good day. Went to church. We drove past the mountains. I honestly wish surrounded by mountains. We're in the valley. And then I watched, for any of you that were 90s, 2000s kids, the Even Stevens movie, then an episode of Even Stevens, The Secret World of Girls. Oh my goodness, underneath my eyes looks terrible. Look, that still looks terrible. Hopefully that's not really how tired I look. And then my sister's, I admitted that I have not watched any of season 3 of Outer Banks. I watched the first 2 episodes, and now it's all I want to do. And then we had to leave before we could watch episode 3. We went to my brother's house and watched a couple of episodes of The Chosen with some of his friends from church. So it's pretty good. I'm still not entirely hooked on The Chosen, but I'm gonna try. But reading updates, I read more in the Firefly summer. Still in the same place with Final Empire and Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. So I think this week I only finished 3 books, which is still good. One of them technically was like a 5-minute audiobook. So The Night Before Christmas. But I've made great progress in many a book. But thank you so much for tuning in and watching this weekly reading vlog. Hope you've enjoyed and hope that your week has been wonderful. And I shall talk to you all later. Also, remember who you are and where you live. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.